Time now for ABC 4 News Sports with Wesley Ruff.
An extremely sad day in the sports world. Former NBA superstar Kobe Bryant is dead. Bryant was killed in a helicopter crash early this morning in Los Angeles. The crash also claimed the life of his 13-year-old daughter, Gianna. Kobe was an 18-time NBA All-Star, 2-time NBA Finals MVP, the MVP of the 2008 season. He was just passed for third place on the NBA all-time scoring list last night by LeBron James. Kobe had a connection to the Utah Jazz because they played like 3 or 4 times a year, and they met in the playoffs several times. In Game 5 of the Western Conference Semis in '97, Kobe, an 18-year-old rookie, took that shot to win the game, airballed it, but in the post-game press conference, he owned it.
I think this is the first game I lost down the clutch like that. Once you're playing on the playground by yourself, you always seem to win. But tonight, I came up a little short.
Bryant would go on to make a lot of game-winning shots in his career, and he was a thorn in the side of the Jazz. His last NBA game was against Utah in Los Angeles in 2016, and he went off. Bryant torched the Jazz for 60 points. What a way to end a career. And he was brilliant. The Jazz had absolutely no answer for him. Before his last game in Salt Lake City on January 16, 2016, Kobe talked about the fans here in Utah and his rivalry with them.
They were really, really tough on me, man. You know, more so than the other crowds. I mean, they were tough. From signs, from shooting a free throw to literally just yelling right in my ear, taking the ball out. Man, it pissed me off so much. I mean, it was like '08 in the playoffs where I just kind of, you know, just erupted after a play and just started talking back to the crowd because it was just, they just kept driving. So, you know, so that being said, it's fond memories.
Kobe also talked 6 years earlier of his fondness for then Jazz head coach Jerry Sloan and how he would have loved to have had the chance to play for him at some point during his career.
Well, I love him. You know, I love his tenacity. You know, he's one of the coaches I would love to have an opportunity to play for. You know, just to kind of be under that execution and his basketball philosophies. I mean, we share a lot of the same ones.
Bryant was a cold-blooded assassin on the court, and he killed the dreams of the Jazz several times.
Going against the Lakers when they had Pau Gasol and Lamar Odom and those guys, it's tied, series tied at 2-2. Game 5 in LA, we're up by 11. We think, yo, we get this game at halftime. We get this game 5, go back to Utah up 3-2. We got a chance to win the series and go on. Kobe has like 6 points at halftime, has 32 in the third quarter, shuts our dreams down. They win Game 6 in Utah. After the game, he tells me and D. Will, you two young stars are amazing, but it's not your time yet. It's my time. And that just, just speaks to his greatness and his competitiveness.
You know, there's very few guys that have that type of ability to go in and control a game, and I think also put fear into their opponent. And I think Kobe and LeBron and obviously Jordan come to mind. Those three in our time where you feared him walking on the floor healthy and looking you in the eye and knowing that I'm going to come get you tonight.
Bowler says he doesn't keep a lot of mementos from games he calls, but he did save some of the things from Kobe's last game when he scored 60 against the Jazz.
I gathered up some confetti, and I kept my score sheet that I always have, and I also saved the box score because I knew this was just a special moment. I put it all in my folder. I folded it. I wrote down on it Kobe's last game, April 13th, 2016, and I just kind of slid it away with some of the things that I hold dear and special, and it kind of just gives me the chills to think about what was and what happened today.
Thanks to Craig Bowler, Jack, the Jazz players as well as the entire sports world in shock today when they heard the news about Kobe. Here are some of the reactions on social media. Karl Malone, who played with and against Bryant, tweeted, "I'm at a loss for words. Kobe and Gianna will never be forgotten. What a blessing to see your impact you've had in this world, Kobe. Prayers for the Bryant family. Rest in peace, little brother and Gigi." Mike Conley, who also played against Kobe, said, "Words are tough to find right now. Truly heartbroken and praying for each family involved. It was an honor to compete against you." Donovan Mitchell said, "I don't want to be the next MJ. I want to be the only Kobe Bryant that you were. Rest in paradise, Mamba." And Rudy Gobert put up Kobe's picture on Instagram and then tweeted, "Enjoy every single day, people. We are always too worried about things that are actually not important. Life is precious, and you never know when it's going to end." As you can imagine, the reaction to Kobe's death was one of shock throughout the NBA. Players and coaches sent messages of condolences and memories of Kobe on social media. And at the games today, like the one in Denver between the Nuggets and the Rockets, there was a moment of silence as players and fans alike reacted to what Kobe meant to the game and his legacy as a 5-time NBA champion and one of the greatest players ever to play the game. And in games that followed this afternoon, like this one between San Antonio and Toronto, both teams held the ball on their first possession and took 24-second violations in honor of Kobe, who wore number 24 at the end of his career. And the Jazz plan to do a similar thing tomorrow night when they host the Houston Rockets. Really, it's just a sad, sad day, and words can't express the feeling of shock and loss for Kobe Bryant.
And we can't